Believer, can I just take 2 minutes to 3 minutes of your time just to read the word of Christ, to see what Christ is saying to you this beloved Saturday night, depending on the time you're watching this video, regardless of who you are, struggling, perplexed, feeling all kinds of things, not knowing what to do. I don't know what you are dealing with, but let me tell you that the word of God, the word of Christ is sharper. The word of Christ heals. The word of Christ delivers. Take this time and just stay with me and hear what God is saying in your life. Regardless of who you are, regardless of what you are doing, unbeliever or a believer, stay, please. Luke chapter 4. I'm reading the Gospel according to Luke chapter 4, verse 18. Just only verse 18. The Bible begins to say, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, the Messiah, because He has anointed me to preach the good news to the poor. He has sent me to announce release, pardon, forgiveness to the captives, and recover of sight to the blind, to set free those who are oppressed, bruised, crushed by tragedy." Verse 19, "To proclaim the favorable year of the Lord, the day when salvation and the favor of God abundant greatly." My main emphasis was on verse 18. Christ begins to say He has been anointed by the Great One, by the Father, to preach the message of God, to preach the good news to the poor. You might be financially lacking. You might not have all the nice things of life. But to tell you the truth, the gospel of Christ is not about gaining things. The gospel of Christ is not about having nice cars. The gospel of Christ is not about having a big house. The gospel of Christ is about having Christ. That I may not have all the nice things of life, but the truth of the matter is that Jesus is a great treasure. Let me submit to you. You might be living in a way that the world has regarded you as useless. They have regarded you that you are nothing in their eyes. But let me tell you, there's a God who loves you so much that he went all odds to show you that He loves you. Now He's saying to you now that He has been anointed to preach the message, the good news to the poor. You might be in poverty, but let me submit to you, Christ is there. You might be living in a one room but Christ is there. You might be living in a shack, but Christ is there. The world might look at you and begin to say, your life is a waste. But what I'm trying to show you is, seek after Christ and He will purify your heart. He will exalt you. The Bible begins to say, humble yourself, and at the right time. Even if you don't have that BM, even if you don't have that house, the emphasis is not about having those things. The emphasis is about living for God. The Bible begins to say, to recover the sight of the blind. It goes on to say, to give forgiveness, to set the captives free. As I close off, you might be dealing with some few stuffs. You might be dealing with temptation. You might be dealing with all of these things. Everyone is tempted, I know. But you find out that you always go back to your secret sins. But I submit to you that there is the anointed one, the Messiah that can save you. You ought just to reach out unto Him and begin to say, save me, Lord. Save me, Lord. You might be dealing with addictions, but take a leap of faith. Take a step and begin to say that, Christ, I cannot do this on my own. I cannot do this on my own. Fight whatever it is that you're dealing with. Depression is not strong. That addiction that we're dealing with is not strong. It's a deceiving spirit that wants you to think that you cannot live a life without addictions. But I submit to you, there is the one that has been anointed to set the captives free. You are cuffed, but Christ can set you free. I need to ask you tonight, how long are you going to remain? How long are you going to remain in your captivity? When will you start to rise and begin to say, I'm tired, I want Christ? Believer, John 10, verse 10. For Satan, the devil, has come to kill, destroy, and to steal. But he goes on to say, but, oh life, I have came to give you life. Now, life is not money. Life is not a big house. Life is not jewelry. Life is not having all the fancy things of life. Life is living above a corrupt and a perverse generation and becoming the light. Life is living like Christ. Men like Apostle Paul begin to say, it is no longer I that lives. Believer, you are strong. Rise. Stand. It's not easy. It's a continuous fight. But Hebrews 13, I believe it's verse 14. It begins to say that we are hoping, we are seeking the city that is yet to come. Not here, not here. Our home is coming. As the new Jerusalem descends, we will be there. We will be there. Christ has came to give you life. Nothing else than life. I present unto you two ways, two paths, two choices: life and death. Which one do you choose? Good night.